You know, when we started the show, I said to Frankie Five Barrows earlier, I just want positive energy when we go on the show. It's a good thing in the morning. And so Frankie brought in Kimberly Kravitz, said she works at Jersey Matters. She's a Jersey girl. You've seen her on the New Jersey News Network, and she's great, and she's so pleasant. Positive energy, Jersey girl in the house. Kimberly Kravitz, welcome. You are
Good
just a joy to see. How are you, kid?
It's so funny that you say positive. Let's talk about the
Thank
morning. Let's talk about the morning. So Jersey Joe, I love New Jersey, right? We all love New Jersey.
Absolutely.
But let me tell you, the one problem with New Jersey is the commute here. I'm telling you, have you ever actually hit a red light directly before the Holland Tunnel? I've never seen it before in my life until this morning. So that's where we're at, but I still will remain positive. We're here, and I'm having a blast.
Why can't they can't get it together at the tunnels? They can't. I understand there's a lot of people there, but they one light after the next light.
Yes.
And then they stop you right before you go in.
There was a plus, though, to it. So you had the red light before the Holland. That means there's no cars in the Holland. So we were okay there.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. So you drove in?
Yes, I had Frankie
you.
Kravitz here somewhere in the building. He drove me in, which was, he's world-class dad. But
did your dad drive you in? This is great.
Well, he's trying to keep up with Frankie Five Boroughs because he's going to end up in Staten Island at some point today for work. So, but yeah, it was a pleasure, and I'm so glad that I'm here. Last time I missed out on my cousin Frank, so this was terrific. So thanks for inviting me back in.
Hey, Kimberly, so what's happening with the New Jersey News Network?
So I was so excited to come back and give you an update.
Thank you.
So I think it was about over a month ago we were here, and we were just kind of starting out our soft launch. So New Jersey News Network is up and running. I would say we're still in beta mode, but we have a bunch of reporters. We're out every day. We have our news in by a certain time. There's hard deadlines. Now it's starting to really feel like we're getting there, and we've all worked so hard. As you know, Lee Letty and Larry Menti.
Yeah.
Bob McGowan.
Guys.
It's been
all
great.
Good guys, yeah.
And the best part is that I feel like we're at a time like with the election just happening, and we've got the American Dream Mall. I mean, all these things that are just starting, and we're able to cover it. So it's really exciting. And of course, we can't leave out Jersey Matters, too. That's always our weekend show.
So this is not just so if people are listening, there used to be NJN, and I know NJN. I remember they were down in Florida, they were out in Trenton. They had this beautiful $50 million facility.
Yes.
That's like just laying there, and that's not.
Yes, and they're completely separate from us. They are, so they have been out, and unfortunately, they are right by the State House, so that would have been fantastic, but that would be for our advantage, right? I mean, now we will be able to cover from Cape May to Sussex a statewide newscast. So that's important for our underserved viewers.
Yes. Exactly, 9 million people in Jersey.
Yes, and as we were just doing a sizzle reel yesterday that Larry put together with our news director, Howard Dorsey, and they started out, it was hysterical, with a desert. So they're showing a desert, and at the peak, it's just chafing off. And it's showing SNJ, Fios 1 News, all of these New Jersey stations that, poof, they're gone. So with all of these things, it's looking like New Jersey's a desert. So that's where we come in.
So you come in. So NJN's not there anymore, pretty much?
They've been out.
Yeah. Something that you ever see the facility in Trenton?
I remember we spoke last time.
State of the art.
Yes, and I believe, like I said, I think there was a deal with Christie at the time, because that's about how long it's been that we've seen it missing. But that's not for me to say.
Kimberly Kravitz.
But New Jersey News Network all the way.
Hey, and now tell us about this little boy that tragically passed away from brain cancer.
Thank you for asking. So they're actually in the township of Howell, and because it's a small town, but they've made such a huge impact. So a few years ago, the young boy's name was Jake Honig, was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, and it was terrible. So he had brain cancer, and it escalated, and I had the pleasure of meeting him and the parents. So he was in remission, and he came on the show because the smallest bit of cannabis made a world of the difference for this little boy, because they would be able to see that little boy with quality of life. To have a young boy that's sick and dying and in pain, that was the tragedy. So unfortunately, at the age of 7, he did pass away, but Governor Murphy did legalize medical marijuana for all, and also up it was now from 2 ounces to 3 ounces, I believe. So it's just making everyone more comfortable, and they named it it's Jake Honig, the Compassionate Use Law.
Yeah.
So that was a really heartfelt story.
You got involved with the family.
Yes, I went to their home, and it was warm and cozy for the holidays, but you still feel that black cloud, and it's just their foundation is Be Like Jake.
Yeah. Good for you,
So,
girl. Those are the stories that
and
count.
good for them for making such an impact.
Yeah.
So this young boy's legacy will live on.
Yeah, God bless you. The Dream Mall. Tell me about the Dream Mall. People are like,
Yes.
I'm Mr. Jersey. I'm going, what happened? This looks great, by the way.
It does, and it looks better than the last 10 years where
Oh
it
my
was
God.
nothing, right?
You know, let me just start politically, because you know this. It was Chris Christie that really got that thing going. I mean, believe me,
say, yes.
I'll criticize, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Governor Christie will criticize me. I got that. But you got to give credit where it's due.
Absolutely.
He kind of kicked it into gear, did he not?
I believe he did.
Yeah.
And, it's been sitting there for so long collecting dust. And
Yes.
it's honestly kind of like a mockery.
Yeah.
Everyone drives up and down the turnpike, and it's that big old eyesore while you're sitting in traffic.
That
So,
was the best.
and you know what else is great? Speaking of the Meadowlands, and now there's going to be a home for the New Jersey Hall of Fame. That's
Yeah.
where they're housing it.
Steve Edwards is going to be happy. My
Steve
boy
Edwards.
Steve Edwards, man.
Yes.
It's going to be there, correct?
Yes, so now it's on a mobile, it's on a van.
yeah,
So now they'll be moving it permanently. It will have a home at the American Dream Mall. Right. So let's see, there's the ski slope, which they're hiring 300 people, just so you know. 300 people they're looking to hire.
My biggest issue with the mall is the parking.
Well, that's
it's
it.
Like
They're calling it
$40-something to park just to go.
No,
Nightmare.
but the governor
Yes.
stepped. Your friend Phil Murphy. Phil
No.
Murphy,
Oh,
he's
here
not
we
my
go.
friend.
Your friend-
Don't
your
go
friend-
there.
Not my friend.
Did Phil Murphy is that stepping up and saying you got to drop?
Joe is
The
a
price
good
is-
guy.
He's a good guy. Joe's a good. He said that.
Joe is a good guy.
Good
Yes.
guy. Not my
But
friend.
didn't he say he's going to?
Now I worry anytime Murphy comes up with you.
He's going to pull back the prices. The
Yes,
governor's on parking.
and that
right?
is, and because no one will send their kid there for a ride and pay $30 just for an hour
course
or
not.
two.
Yep.
And people are coming from all over the state. It's not like
Right.
people just coming one exit off of the
But
turnpike. They're
two
coming
big-
from very
right,
far.
The two biggest issues to me of the mall is one is the parking, but also two, public transportation to the mall. There's only a bus line that goes there now. They're trying to get a light rail, but there's no train.
The
You get a
ferry
train
too is
there?
working.
Yeah, but again, I think if you extend the Secaucus line and you somehow figure out a way to get the train over there, that would make it easier for people from
But
New York
I have
City.
a feeling they're
That's
going
a
to do
great
that.
point.
The beauty of it is
Who's
that
gonna
it's
make
is
the
that
trip?
it's positive in that you have Nickelodeon there.
Yes.
Nickelodeon's how
Yep,
did
yep,
that
yep.
happen? Who pulled that off? That's brilliant.
And I
SpongeBob is there.
yes.
That's what you got to tell me.
I think that was a last minute thing. To be honest, I do. I think it was a last minute thing. I've heard about the ski slope for a long time. I know Neiman's and Saks, all of the retailers, by the way, they're not even remotely close to opening yet. That's taking a little while longer.
Is that going to happen? Is that going to happen? The Neiman's, because it's tough. Malls are not doing
From the
well.
outside, if you ask me, it's starting to really look like a Neiman's.
Yeah.
When you drive past, that's one thing I could kind of make out. But I do think it's overall positive for New Jersey. I hate to see wasted land, and it was just being ignored. But there's so many towns surrounding that area that are blighted, and they could use that retail.
Rutherford and Clifton and
Newark and
Hackensack.
exactly. So they could have used it.
But the issue with the ski slope was when the original plan of that whole mall was Cabela's was supposed to be the anchor tenant to the store. It was their first time they were coming into the New York City area. They pulled out. They had to leave it there. You know what it would have cost to take that thing down? It would have been
You know what,
millions.
Kimberly, to that point, who came up with it? Because it was a great save with that thing, with this Dream Mall. It was a great save.
And
to
they
bring Nickelodeon, I mean, it was great. We're
it's a
never
huge
that
moneymaker.
cohesive. We're talking about cohesive. We're never cohesive like that in New Jersey.
No, I agree with that. But and to that point, that's why they weren't able to bring the retail to these blighted neighborhoods, because Newark wouldn't be able to hold a Nickelodeon Studios and a theme park, water park. They wouldn't be able to do it. But a piece of land that's been sitting there for years, that's the opportunity.
So tell us about yourself, kid. Everything good? Is your dad
Everything's
driving
good.
around aimlessly now?
I hope he found parking.
You can't find parking around here.
We laughed the whole way, I have to say. We have so much fun. I was
love
so
the
looking
relationship you
forward-
have with your father.
Oh, but my whole family, Mom is definitely watching. I should give her a shout out. She's so happy. And I should
Hello,
say,
Mom.
yes, and so also congratulations to Rachel on her new job.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward
Well,
to
on her behalf.
Yes, I'm so proud of her. Proud cousin.
Me too.
Rachel's writing for the New York Post, apparently.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
what,
in 2 weeks.
In
she's
what
leaving,
arena, Frankie?
Newsday. I think she's going to do all sorts of stories.
Can you
so.
bribe her to write good things about us?
No, she's conflicted out, unfortunately.
And
you know
how
she will.
was Italy?
It was the best. It was. The
I
best.
heard Steve on the radio with you this morning.
We're going back.
You are, of course.
We're
When
going
are you
back.
back?
Al, the dates, please. You got Frankie just
Easter,
gave you
Easter, Good Friday.
Oh,
it's
perfect.
April 9th.
August, April 9th to the 18th. Actually, going to be reading about that coming up.
9th to the 18th. We're going back to Italy. Kimberly, you and your dad, your mom should go. You should go with us.
Oh,
This would be
my
great.
goodness. That would be terrific.
It is. So
I've only been to Florence, Rome, and Venice. We did 10 days, and it's
that's pretty good.
yes, and there's only so much you could do in the 10 days, but it's a sight to see. I can't wait to go back.
Sorry, now where can we find you on Jersey Matters?
So Jersey Matters every Saturday evening at 5, every Sunday morning at 11. And then we're also on New Jersey News Network, so our website is njnn.tv. Joe is laughing. There's so many channels.
You're
so
the
then
best.
there's
You're
at
so Jersey, this girl.
NJNN TV, and of course my Instagram is at Kimberly Kravitz.
Hey, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
My love to your parents. Kid.
Absolutely. So
Great.
good to see
And
you.
people see Jersey Matters on MeTV locally,
Yes,
right?
it's a MeTV affiliate. We're also out of Philadelphia as well, but that's our morning show is on at 5 and 6 in the morning. Jersey Matters airs there.
Great stuff. Kimberly
Yes,
Kravitz right there.
thank
you
you
get
so
Google.
much for having
Kimberly, we
me.
love you. Send a love to your family too.
I
Keep up the great
absolutely
work.
will.
Jersey
Thank
girl.
you.